is very exciting. I am doing a book haul. This is the first book haul video I'm doing since my move and like coming back to my channel, but this is not the first book haul that I've purchased, or not the first book that I've purchased. This is the like most amount of books. I have 6 books today to show you guys, and that's like by far the most amount that I've bought at the same time here. I usually, because I go to the charity shops, the thrift stores to find books, and they're literally like $1 or like $1.50. And I would usually only find like 1 or 2 at a time that I would want to buy, and I did like start a book collection over this whole time of like getting 1 or 2. And so after this whole video I am gonna do a book collection like with my new collection here, because I did not bring any of my books from home, which is sad. I think I will probably get them eventually, but yeah, I had no books, so I thought it would be fun to do a book collection video, like starting, or like of my new collection. But that'll be another video. Today's video is a book haul, which is just as exciting to me anyway. I'm actually so happy with the books that I found, and like, I don't know, it's just so fun to find a bunch of books and have like a nice haul. So here's the stack. Wait. Here is the stack. Here is the stack. I haven't done a book video in so long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. remember seeing this pop up and being interested in it. It says 1 house, 2 families, 3 bodies. Also, I love how this is. I could get rid of this sticker, but it's funny. There was a lot of these, so whoever like donated books got like a bunch, buy one get one half off, and I guess they didn't really like them because they returned a lot, or they donated a lot. Actually, that's why this one's like red. I don't know. This one does have some like cracking or like lines on the spine, but other than that, it's in pretty good condition. I also only will buy the book if they are in pretty good condition, newer condition, and a lot of these are like basically new. So the back says, "Be careful who you let in. In a large house in London's fashionable Chelsea, a baby is awake in her cot. Well fed and cared for, she is happily awaiting for someone to pick her up. In the kitchen lie 3 decomposing corpses. Close to them is a hastily scrawled note. They've been dead for several days. Who has been looking after the baby, and where did they go?" And this book was $1.50. I don't know why it was an extra 50 cents. Actually, a bunch of these were $1.50. That's funny. Usually at the store, I got these all from the same store, by the way, and they're usually £1. So I don't know why they priced these different, but yeah. So first of all, I liked that it was in London. I don't know if she is English or if this one just is set, because the last one, the other one I read of hers was on the coast, but I don't remember if it was like the English coast or what. But yeah, I liked that it was set in London. And I honestly usually would skip a book that's about a baby or a child or a pregnant woman or anything like that. I don't like thrillers when they involve children, because it's just like I just don't want anything to happen to the child, and I'm just like so scared of that, and I don't like reading about bad things happening to kids, so I usually would skip that. But I feel like in this one, the baby's not gonna get hurt because the whole point is that like someone's been taking care of it. So I felt safe to get this one. sister already has it. I also have Daisy Jones and the Six. That was a really exciting find. And then now this one. And there's another one in here too. And they look like basically brand new. Like very new. This one was also £1.50. So I was very excited to see this. I did have this on my want to read list. So this one is basically about this woman who is, I think she's engaged. Oh, they're already married. So she's married to her husband, and several days after their wedding, he's on a helicopter and it disappears. The helicopter disappears with no trace, and he is just presumed missing. And then, of course, she assumes that he is dead. So years go on, and she is past her grieving and is like back starting her new life. And she's met another man who she is now engaged to. And then her husband comes back, and he's actually alive. And so it says, with the fiance and a husband, heartbreak lies ahead, but is there such thing as one true love? So I have no idea where this book is gonna go. It's very interesting to me. I really liked that concept when I had found it like online and added it to my want to read list. So I'm really excited to read this one. Okay, and then right after finding that, I'm just remembering like how excited I was finding these in the store. But I snatched this one up as well when I saw it, and I was so surprised. Like, two good quality Taylor Jenkins Reid books. So this one is Malibu Rising. I hate that they all have this thing on it that I can't get rid of, but it's okay, I got these for $1. So, okay, interesting little blurb. This one is about this one's more of just like a fiction, I think. I guess there's like a tiny little mystery, but it's more like just drama and fiction. Basically, it says August 1983, and they're having this rich family by the beach is having this end of summer party, and it's about a bunch of siblings and kind of family dynamic. And the party kind of goes crazy, goes wild, and in the morning the mansion that they're having the party at has caught on fire and gone up in flames. So yeah, it's kind of just like a family dynamic, sibling, rich people drama, I think, fiction book. This one I honestly was not so interested in, just of like seeing it online and seeing stuff about it. I didn't have this one in my, I don't think I had this one in my want to read list, but I still got it because I don't know if I am remembering wrong or confusing another book of hers or like a completely different book from a different author, or if there's different synopsis of this. I don't know. I meant to look it up if there's like a different, no, I think I did, and it did say this and I was confused as to where I was getting it, but I remember this doesn't say anything about that. But the name is also Nina on here, and I'm pretty sure that Nina is the name of the babysitter girl. So I don't know if this is just different, like a different synopsis, and that's the same book, or if I'm getting confused. So let me know, because I have no idea. But if it is, hopefully it's still more interesting than I assumed, because I also didn't know about like the flames and stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll just have to see. I'm not gonna read this one anytime soon because it's like a summary read, obviously. So we'll have to wait on this to find out. But we will see. We will see. Like, look how new this looks. Part 1, okay. Okay. So that was those two. Very good finds for me. The next one is actually my sister's book. I've been trying to get her to read forever, guys. Like, she has a couple books she used to read as a kid, just like I did, but she hasn't read in like her older adult years. Older and adult years. And I really want her to get back into it, because I find so many books that I'm like, oh my god, you would love this, and like, this is so you, and she has a different like reading interest than me. So all the things, like, I just love seeing a book. I'm like, oh my god, that's for you, and I want her to read them. So as we're there, she was with me, and I'm like pulling out a bunch and showing her, and she liked a couple, but she put them back on the shelf. But this one she got. So this one is called The North. Is it? Yes, The North Water. The North Water. By Ian McGuire. When I feel like I know this author. Again, I could be making this up, guys. Like, I look at so many different books and things that I end up confusing people and titles and everything. But I will read you the synopsis of this one, because I feel like this one is probably like lesser known than the other books that I have. So it says, a ship sets sail with a killer on board. 1859, a man joins a whaling ship bound for the Arctic Circle. Having left the British Army with his reputation in tatters, Patrick Sumner has little option but to accept the position of ship's surgeon on this ill-fated voyage. But when, deep into the journey, a boy is discovered brutally killed, Sumner finds himself forced to act. He soon learns he faces an evil even greater than he had encountered at the siege of Delhi, in the shape of Henry Drax, harpooner, murderer, monster. So, I was kind of surprised, to be honest, that out of all the books I showed the Netflix cover, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Now, I did not watch the Netflix show of this. I saw like some parts of it and some clips as well, but I didn't watch it fully myself. But I do want to read it. This is kind of the type of book that I want to be buying and having on my shelves from now on. It's kind of like, I mean, David says on the back of this, like a modern classic. Definitely those, and just classics in general. But since I am starting a new collection and buying books, and I'm like farther into my reading journey, and I just love the library, you know, like for reading books. So when I'm buying books, I want to get more of like just literary fiction, women's fiction, classics, books that I feel like I most likely enjoy, or and like there's a low chance that I won't enjoy it and that I can reread, and that's just like gonna be good forever no matter what stage of life or mood I'm in, that I'll still want to read it. Like thrillers are always good too. But yeah, that's the kind of books that I want to be actually purchasing and keeping. Also, I obviously do have some books that that I was like just interested in and want to read, and I could not like any book, but that's just the vibe I want to go for the books that I buy. So, Queen's Gambit. It does say, a modern classic, The Queen's Gambit is a powerful portrait of genius and addiction, success and survival. So you probably know what this one is about, since the show got really popular as well, but it is basically about this girl who is an orphan, and she plays chess and also is on these pills, which I didn't know that part of the story, to be honest, that she's a little like drugged up. I didn't know that. But she is a chess prodigy, and so this is about her journey of getting to the top US chess rankings and have a new life. She's also a woman, which is a big part of the story of her being in the chess scene, and she's like the only woman there. I also didn't think it would be so short. This is, oh my goodness, it's 243 pages. That's crazy. It's so short, and they made a whole show about it. This one, I don't like the font. It looks like blood through. I know that's just how the font is, but I don't like this thicker, bold font, because to me it looks like it's messed up. But that's that. was set in Greece. It's not. I don't know where I got that. Like, I'm telling you guys, I just like see so many things and I mix them up all the time, but I could have sworn when I read the synopsis of this, when it was like coming out as a new release, it was like upcoming releases, and I read the synopsis and I was like, oh my god, a new Matt Haig book, and it's in Greece. I'm so excited to read it. It's literally not, it's in Ibiza, so I don't know what happened, but let me read you the back. When retired teacher Grace Winters is left a rundown house in Ibiza by a long-lost friend, curiosity gets the better of her. She arrives in Ibiza with a one-way ticket, no guidebook, and no plan. As she explores the rugged hills and golden beaches of the Balearic, I'm gonna butcher that word. I don't know. Grace searches for answers about her friend's life and how it ended. What she uncovers is stranger and more otherworldly than she could have dreamed. But to dive into the impossible truth, Grace must first come to terms with her past. The Life Impossible is Matt Haig's most spectacular story yet. And there you can see that it was 25 cents. So I'm gonna obviously assume that it's because this one is a little more beat up than all the other books I showed you. Like, this spine's pretty opened, and then the book has like some marks, and it's a bit yellowed, and just, yeah, definitely more used looking, but I feel like it's not bad, and I've seen them put other books on the shelf in worse condition for the full price of £1, so I don't know how they pick and choose, especially with this being like a newer release, but I'm not complaining that I got it for 25 cents. So excited for this. Her name's also Grace, which I didn't really remember that, but this, it gives me Grease vibes because it gives me Mamma Mia vibes of her, like, she gets left a rundown house on this island and she just goes there with nothing, no plan, and a one-way ticket, and I love that. Like, I love that. Mamma Mia is one of my favorite movies, the second one specifically, and I just love the whole vibe of it, and so this was kind of giving me that. Obviously there's the mystery of her friend and what happened to her, and then Matt Haig always has like some magical realism in his books, and I really like that. So I'm excited to see what that is. I will probably save this one to read around New Year's time again, like the Midnight Library. I think that'll be fun. So yeah, I have high hopes for this. I hope to not be disappointed, because hopefully this will be another 5-star read for me. But that is all of the books that I got, all of the 6 books. So I got 6 books for, I believe, $7.50. I believe it was $7.50. Wait, this was $7.25. Yeah. So £7.25 for all 6 of